magdadagdag ng pros kasi nasabi ko na lahat ng gusto ko about the car in my last video. Pero magdadagdag ako ng cons. One is officially the third week of me using this BYD CO5 DMI. Let's now go back to what I have promised to you last week. And that is, hindi ako masyado mag-charge. Kasi malayo pa tayo sa katotohanan. Here's the thing. Since bago yung car, we have to go on a break-in period. Ang required daw ni BYD is to have 3,000 kilometers, half-half, half HEV, half EV, or 3 months. So, malayo-layo pa ako sa katotohanan, so medyo nape-pressure tayo. Ginawa ko this past week was no charging. So, zero charging, puro gas consumption or HEV mode ako. Sa mga bago lang dito, explain ko na last week, but I'll explain it again, na the BYD is actually electric first. So, isa-set mo yung car to a specific state of charge. So, I've set it now to 70%. So, kada nagsi-70% yung battery, automatic gagamit na siya ng HEV mode kung in HEV mode ko siya. Pero kung hindi, stick siya sa EV. And if higher yung battery mo kaysa sa state of charge mo, automatic battery yung gagamitin niya. So, ganun si BYD. This week, ito pa lang siya. I really tried my best na hindi gamitin yung battery. Ito pa lang ang consumption ko. Right now, it's 198 yung kilometers. I'm comparing to my EV which is 500, malayo sa kalahati. So, tinatry ko ngayon gawin at least half of the EV drive that I did. And yung total kilometers ko is actually 733 kilometers pa lang. Try ko nga habulin with only using this one. I have to be honest, I did say na hindi ako muna mag-charge. But I did charge once. And it is for a good reason and I'll tell you in a bit. But this is one of the cons. Hindi mo na ako magdadagdag ng pros kasi nasabi ko na lahat ng gusto ko about the car in my last video. Pero magdadagdag ako ng cons. One of the cons that I've noticed, gonna be a problem for those bahay na old school or if you live in a condominium and medyo strict yung landlord nyo or yung building owners. It's gonna be hard to find a power source na may grounding kasi ang requirement ni BYD is yung saksakan mo ay may grounding. Ngayon sa bahay walang ganon. So kahit isaksak ko siya kung saan saan, walang grounding, hindi mag-charge yung car. So bumili ako sa Shopee ng extension cord na may grounding. So tinry ko na siya dito sa bahay, sa store. Wala talaga akong mahanap na grounding source. So eventually binenta ko siya. Kasi ang thing with the grounding, maghahanap ka ng bakal na pwedeng i-plug yung pang-grounding. Pero wala talaga akong spot. Sa bahay man, sa store, wala. I think I only sold it for 1,000 pesos para lang mabenta na siya agad. And then, bumili ako ng bago and I had to try it. I had to see it myself if it really works. I'm so excited to share na kahit saan ko siya i-plug, gumagana siya. I don't need the grounding anymore. No more problems with grounding. Nothing. So, ito siya. This is a lifesaver. It pa lang naman so far ang nakita kong another problem with this car, but it is not a major problem kasi solvable naman siya. The week na bago ako mag first month, talagang promise hindi muna ako mag-charge hanggang sa maabot natin yung at least 1,000 kilometers ng HEV mode. So, medyo tiis-tiis muna na hindi mo na makakatipid using the plugs or charging sa bahay. But yeah, let me know if you have questions, comment down below. And yeah, yung palang update. See you on my first month.